Bill O'Reilly here, Thursday, March 26, 2020. You are listening to the O'Reilly Update. Here's what's happening across our nation. The Department of Justice warning people who intentionally spread the coronavirus they will be charged with bioterrorism. Experts predict a major mental health crisis during the contagion. Starbucks giving free coffee to first responders. Joe Biden says he's done with the debates. And Bernie Sanders threatens to derail the virus relief package, but fails to do that. Also ahead, Governor Andrew Cuomo for president. But first, the Senate passes a mammoth relief bill, more than $2 trillion. The vote was 96-0. The four senators who did not vote are under quarantine for the virus. The House will vote shortly. It is expected to pass, and the president will sign the $2 trillion plus relief bill. The Department of Justice saying that those who intentionally spread the virus will be charged with terrorism. New memo states the crime fits the, quote, statutory definition of a biological agent under federal guidelines. If convicted, that felony carries a 5-year prison sentence. Doctors across the country warning the pandemic is sparking a major mental health crisis. According to the National Suicide Prevention Hotline, calls have increased more than 300% since the outbreak began. Medical experts blame the rise on isolation and anxiety. Starbucks giving away free coffee to first responders across the nation who stop by. The national chain saying all emergency workers can grab a complimentary beverage until May 3rd. Starbucks recently reopened more than 95% of their shops in China after closing because of the contagion. Joe Biden says he's done with debates, the former vice president telling reporters he believes the public has seen enough to make up their minds, adding it's time to get on with this. Bernie Sanders refusing to quit the 2020 race, even though he has no chance. The next debate is supposed to be in April. I do not believe it will take place. However, with the pandemic and votes being pushed back, Joe Biden may not have enough delegates to get the nomination. So who could step in? In a moment, is Governor Andrew Cuomo running for president? Right back with that. Omaha Steaks stock-up sale is great for stocking up when you're staying home. Omaha Steaks covers all your needs with a variety of meat, desserts, and more. Please go to omahasteaks.com and enter code BILL into the search bar. You get free shipping right to your door on orders of $69 or more. Choose from a variety of ready-to-ship stock-up boxes. Orders are flash frozen, vacuum sealed, safely delivered in a cooler with dry ice, and the food is excellent. Backed by Omaha Steaks 100%, money-back guarantee. Fill up your family's freezer today. Send a care package to loved ones. Go to omahasteaks.com and enter code BILL into the search bar. From the brand that America has loved for more than 100 years, Omaha Steaks brings people together. Please take advantage of this limited time offer. Please go to omahasteaks.com today. Enter code BILL into the search bar. Time now for the O'Reilly Update message of the day, the virus slayer, Andrew Cuomo. The governor of New York getting massive amounts of airtime from the TV network, something governors rarely get. That's because Mr. Cuomo is running for president on the virus ticket. First, the bio. Andrew Cuomo is 62 years old, born in Queens, New York, son of former New York Governor Mario Cuomo. He received a BA from Fordham in 1979, a law degree from Albany Law School, 1982. He worked as his father's campaign manager during the 1982 gubernatorial run. He served as Secretary of Housing and Urban Development under President Clinton. He was the Attorney General of New York State. And now the 56th governor of New York. There are no term limits. Andrew Cuomo has been in office since 2011. Now, Mr. Cuomo has moved increasingly left. He was once considered a moderate Democrat, no longer. He is against guns. His quote, "No one needs 10 bullets to kill a deer." My rebuttal would be, I think we may need 10 bullets if the government cannot protect us. With all due respect, Governor. Cuomo supports very high taxes on wealthy Americans, including major corporations, and that has led to hundreds of thousands of affluent New Yorkers leaving the state. Abortion. Even though Andrew Cuomo is a Catholic, he supports late-term abortion with no restrictions up until birth. That could be a major problem if he runs for president. On the fracking situation, he wants a ban across New York State that has decimated the economy in upstate New York, where fracking would bring billions of dollars to the residents there. Andrew Cuomo says climate change is an existential threat to the USA. That means climate change could wipe out our country. With the pandemic raging in New York, this is the worst place for it. Mr. Cuomo is, as I said, very visible, and he's also very articulate. He's gaining approval from people across the political spectrum. He wants to be president. I have known him for decades. He wants to be the first Italian-American president. So, if there is convention chaos in July in Milwaukee, Wisconsin with the Democrats, Andrew Cuomo will be sitting there. And you know who he's going to have as his VP selection? Hello, Hillary Clinton. That might be possible, but probably not. It looks to me like the Democratic machine is going to try to usher in Joe Biden. He may or may not have the delegates, but it would be embarrassing for the Democratic Party to bail out a Biden at the convention. However, it could very well happen, and Cuomo would be the guy. If it doesn't happen, you can be assured that Andrew Cuomo will run for president of the United States in 2024. And that delivers some irony because he would not get the nomination if Biden runs for re-election. So he almost has to root for Trump. I'm Bill O'Reilly, and I approve that message by actually writing it. For more news analysis, please visit BillO'Reilly.com, the best website for pandemic coverage. In a moment, something you might not know. It's shocking that your home can be stolen easily. Deborah learned that brutal lesson when thieves found her home's title online. They then forged the document to appear she sold her house, but she didn't. The criminals borrowed thousands using Deborah's home equity. She didn't even know she was a victim until foreclosure and eviction notices arrived. She spent a fortune trying to get her home back. The FBI now calls home title fraud one of the fastest growing crimes, but you can avoid a possible nightmare by protecting your home with Home Title Lock. Neither your homeowner's insurance nor your bank protects you. For pennies a day, Home Title Lock will. Find out if you're already a victim of home title fraud. So please register your home at HomeTitleLock.com and enter BILL, B-I-L-L, for 1 month of free protection. That's BILL for 1 month free at HomeTitleLock.com. Now the O'Reilly Update brings you something you might not know. President Trump warned the nation this week that America's efforts to fight the virus can be as dangerous as the disease itself. The pandemic poses major health and financial risks to all Americans because it is damaging our mental well-being. Medical researchers say the outbreak is causing a major spike in the use of prescription drugs, also marijuana and alcohol. According to NBC News, sales of adult beverages are up double digits across the country and even higher in some states like Texas, California, New Mexico, and Arizona. A lot of people are drinking right now to excess. Addiction experts point to loneliness, depression, anxiety, and the biggest factor, boredom. Staying in the house is not exciting. According to a Gallup survey, 65% of Americans consider themselves regular alcohol drinkers, averaging about 5 beverages a week. That stat has remained steady since the 1970s. Scientists predict the number will skyrocket during the pandemic. The most popular drink, beer, followed by wine and hard alcohol. Liquor stores also reporting big sales of high-proof spirits for those making their own hand sanitizer during the crisis. But be careful. The combination of grain alcohol and hand cream is highly flammable, and consuming that can make you go blind. All this drinking has a high cost, particularly during a recession. Economists say alcohol abuse in the USA causes $250 billion in lost productivity. Incarceration, premature death, hospitalization, rehab. The USA Department of Labor reports 50% of all work accidents alcohol-related. Also on the rise, the sale of marijuana. Cannabis consumption has risen 159% in California, 100% in Washington State, 46% in Colorado. All those states have legalized pot. And here's something else you might not know. Dangerous rumors began circulating during the early days of the pandemic that drinking large amounts of booze can actually kill the virus. That misinformation caused a group in Iran, a country where alcohol is mostly illegal, to concoct a home brew to stave off the plague. The bad batch killed almost 200 people in a single village. Back after this. There are thousands of abandoned animals in the USA that need our help. I am partnering with Delta Rescue, the largest no-kill care-for-life animal sanctuary in the world. Founded by actor Leo Grillo, who left Hollywood to devote his life to saving abandoned animals, Delta Animal Sanctuary is a one-of-a-kind rescue unit. They are staffed by trained attendants who look after each animal, providing them water, treats, toys, and affection. Support Delta Rescue and put your legacy to work. Each life-saving gift helps Delta fulfill their mandate to rescue and care for animals. Request a free estate planning package at deltarescue.org/bill. For a limited time, please watch The Rescuer for free only at deltarescue.org/bill. The Rescuer is an award-winning documentary about Grillo's 2-year rescue of a family of 21 dogs abandoned in the wilderness. deltarescue.org/bill. Thank you for listening to the O'Reilly Update. I am Bill O'Reilly. No spin, just facts, and always looking out for you.